Good morning. This is Bassinet, and what we're doing this morning, we're in Rochester, Minnesota, and we're going to fish for some rainbow trout. You want to fish today? Let's try and fish, okay? Special regulations pond. This is what we have year-round trout fishing. They put 600 every 2 weeks trout in this place. Yeah, it's, I'm going to see what we get. A little chilly this morning. I might not stay as long. So maybe an hour and a half. But okay, I'll tell you about me. I'm Bass in the Hat. You call me Bruce, but my handle's Bass in the Hat because I don't really catch bass. If you're expecting that, I catch some, but they're no bigger than my hat. So don't look at me just to catch bass. But like anything in life, everything's a contradiction. Okay. Um, we're gonna catch these rainbow trouts, and Foster Irwin is so unique. It was a rock quarry, and they found out when they were digging and digging and digging, there's multiple streams in the place underneath the ground streams, which fill up with water. So eventually they gave up digging as a quarry and just let it fill with water and decided to put fish in here. This is a lot of hatcheries in Rochester, Minnesota. So when the brood stock from hatcheries, when they get too big, they put them in here. They retire them in here, like brook trout, like brown trout. They just dump them in here. Plus, putting the 600 fish every 2 weeks. Plus. That's why it's such a great place to fish. All you need is a $10 trout stamp and a fishing license, and you can fish for these trout. Okay, I'm getting all tangled up here. Um, Let me set us up here, and we're gonna go fishing, and we're gonna try. I got two yesterday, five the day before, five the day before. We're gonna see what we can do today. I got 11.5 inch crappie too yesterday, which is big for this pond. This pond's only let's look at it. The pond is only, I'd say, about 3 or 4 football fields. All right, in length, an area, but it gets up to 35 feet deep. So that's where the trout go in the summer, because trout are cold water fish. Yes, sir. If you know about high oxygen and cold water fish, you know that it dictates a lot of things with the fish. Okay, hopefully that does it. Yesterday when I did this, I did 2 hours and 17 minutes live, right? And then 26 minutes in, the sound went. I'm sitting there talking, and I talk a lot, trust me. Um, but nothing was coming out because on my phone something went and the sound went. So we're gonna try this again today, okay? Hopefully I'll at least get two today, like I did yesterday. All right. I'll tell you what, I really don't do expensive rods. This one here, I got a Daiwa, all right, a Daiwa Samurai. It's only a $30 rod, but it bends. You triple over. It bends, it bends, it bends, and it doesn't break. A lot of rods today, I'm going to tell you from experience, when you get 6 ounce fish or more, St. Croix, Fenwicks, low grade ones, they make it third world countries. Nothing wrong with a third world country, but they're making them cheap and they just break into three pieces. Okay, which is who wants to spend $100 on a rod and have it just break on the first fish they catch? Bad blanks is what that is. I can't get this thing to get this set up. Here we go. I think this will work. Okay. Okay. There's the hair fly I'm going to try first before I try a fathead minnow. Morning. Got to keep the line real tight, taut, as you swim jig the jig in. But the trout go bananas over these little hair jigs. I usually come down here and just listen to music. I love listening to music and fishing. Okay, you get a favorite songs playlist. Can't beat it. We're gonna go to the meadow. Iowa, 1970. But look at this thing bend. Where can you find a pole that bends like that? You can't buy one practically on the market today. They all break into three pieces. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, let's see. Fathead minnow. I put them through the eyeballs so the trout can't steal my bait. You know, a lot of times you put them by the back of the tail. Trout are real tricky fish. They will steal your bait. And so will bass. There's small bass in here. There's 5 to 7 pound bass in here that feed off the 6, 7 inch trout that they put in here too. But I don't go after them because they're well fed. And they put so much trout in here, it's like a buffet for those big bass in this pond. Okay, so let's get out there and see what we get. There we go. Yeah. My friend over here next to me got one already. There we go. That's what it's all about. Good job, buddy.
Thanks.
All right. I love seeing people catch fish. Even if it's not me catching fish, I just want to see somebody catch a fish. If it's a kid, it's a plus to me in my book, but anybody catching fish is a good deal.
Pretty good size.
Good. Good keeper, huh?
Yes, sir.
Someone's having a trout dinner tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought they were going to stock this week, but they did stock like 2 Tuesdays ago. And I was down here when they stocked, and they put nice, chunky 12, 13-inch ones in here, which are, you know, they're average.
Yeah,
They're not giant, but they're good eaters.
Right. Yep. Yeah, I heard they stocked it recently.
I like it when they stock those brook trout. All right?
Nice.
I'm down here like 4 days a week then. They put, you know, a lot of people don't realize this, but this is a gem of a pond that is underrated. And when those brooders that they're breeding in the hatcheries get too big, guess where they retire them?
Right here.
Right in here.
Yep.
But no one's going to give you an email or a memo and tell you where, you know, hey, they're in here.
Oh,
You just got to spend the time down here like I do, 3 to 4 days a week, and then you say, hey, there it is. All right, they put the albino trout in. They put, you know, like last year they put albino trout in here. Albino, original albinos with pink eyes.
yeah, I seen a few people caught them last year. This year recently. Yeah.
There was a pair of brooders from COVID, from 2020.
Wow.
Last year they put them in here. There was a female that was a 6-pound female,
Okay.
and they put her in here. So, you know, you're talking 5, 6-pound fish. That's quite a dandy. That's like trophy for here.
Oh,
You know, besides that, you're also, yesterday I got 11.5-inch crappie casting out by that buoy.
Okay.
I also got a 12 out of here.
Okay.
A 10 is huge for here.
They
A 12-inch crappie is just wow.
Yeah. I know they got some big bass out here too.
Yeah, and the reason for that is because when they don't have big trout at the hatchery, they put the 6, 7-inch ones in here,
Okay.
and then the bass are having a buffet.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's why you can't catch those 6, 7-pound bass out of here,
Yep.
because they got plenty to eat.
Yeah.
But they're in here. I've seen them. I've seen them get caught.
Yeah.
I've seen a 5-pound one get caught. I measured it and weighed it myself when the guy in the canoe, right out in the middle here, I said, come on the shore, I'll measure and weigh it for you.
Yep.
It's crazy though. When you see, if you ever see one of those 6, 7-pound bass, the thing about bass is they can see you 20 yards out
Yeah.
in the water,
Yeah.
20 yards out. I was pulling in one on that north shore over there. I was pulling a bluegill, and that bass, 6, 7-pound bass, followed it in. That bluegill was going to get it, And I was with a friend, and both of our jaws, we just looked at each other and went, ah. Yeah, all 6, 7 pounds, definitely. You know, I've seen fish and the weight and stuff, but that thing saw us, it did a U-V and turned around. I got 2 trout here yesterday, and that 11.5-inch crappie. I got 5 the day before and 5 the day before. So, I mean, the thing is, when they stocked on that Tuesday, 2 weeks ago, Tuesday, those fish, usually sometimes you'll get 5 or 7 when they stock. The truck comes down the hill, I film it. He told me, no, you can't film me. I said, I am. He said the fish were stressed because it was warm weather, if you remember.
Oh, okay.
So I said, well, if they belly up, I won't post it, okay? But they got in the water and they took right off to that 35-foot hole.
Yeah.
All right? I caught 4 or 5 before they stocked, and they chased all the ones that were biting all away, you know?
Yeah, usually when you get a school of them, that's fun.
That's a rainbow tornado, I call it.
Exactly. Yeah.
I can't wait for the ice, man. I get out there and I do 20 or 30 holes with my auger to find the rainbow tornado.
You Bruce, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm doing YouTube live today. I just started. I need to make money off this YouTube gig.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going live today. I went live yesterday, and 26 minutes in, the audio went. So I'm sitting there for 2 hours and 17 minutes, and they can't hear me. I'm talking. Yeah, there's a learning curve, you know, in anything. Yeah, I can't wait to see this ice this year. I hope it's better than last year.
Yeah. We didn't come out much last year, probably once or twice. That's it.
Now let's see if I find a crappie out there. Yeah, we have ponds in this Rochester, Minnesota area. On the outskirts, the ponds freeze up first. We're going to go ice fishing this year, okay? We're going to have a lot of fun. Northern pike ice fishing is awesome. And I got a 4K camera, underwater camera. I can actually take video, which is even going to be a plus. Okay, my setup. What I use when I go out fishing a bobber and a fathead minnow. Number 4 Matsuo hook. I love my Japanese hooks. Seriously. Matsuo is a very sharp hook. I love fishing Matsuos. Number 4 Matsuo. And then I go 6 inches with 2 split jets, small split jets. And then I use a slip bobber. The slip bobber is set at 3 to 5 feet. It varies. You got to try different levels, different feeds for trout, where they're at. 3-pound test, monofilament. And I pop my bobber every couple seconds. just to make it that minnow look alive. Or flash, should I say. There we go. We got something in the neighborhood here. They come up sometimes and act like they're gonna take your bobber or something. A lot of bald eagles and ospreys come down here. They get their sushi breakfast every morning down here. Wildlife in Minnesota is very biodiversity. So many levels. I never lived in a state like Minnesota that has so many levels of wildlife. Waterfowl, I'm speaking fox, I'm speaking river otter. I mean, it's just crazy. It's just a good sign in nature. I was fishing one pond, KR7, which is a crappie haven in the spring. And 3.5 foot river otter came down and jumped in the water right next to me. I thought it was a dog. To see a river otter is quite a delight. And this pond itself, I seen 2 river otters, 2 little ones, swim across here in less than a minute and a half. This whole pond chasing each other. And I mean, wow, it's great when you see something like that out in nature. It's just as good as catching a fish, actually. Come on, I see you out there. That's right. Come on. Come on, come on, come on and hit me, baby. Can't you see that I am not afraid? What was that promise that you made? That's Jim Morrison. That's Stores. He's fishing. Come on, I need a trout. Come on. Okay, I thought I put the comments on this morning, but I guess I didn't. We're gonna fix that the next time. There's a learning curve with this YouTube thing, okay? And we're gonna figure it out, mate. I call people mates, like if I'm from England, but I'm not from England, okay? But mate is a friendly term. Here we go. Hut, 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 hut. Oh, swing and a miss. We had a bite. We had a bite. What the hell happened there? How did I lose that bobber? Oh no. Now I gotta re-rig up. Somehow I lost my bobber. Oh boy. Ay, ay, ay. Yep. Bad knot on the hook. That'll do it every time. Okay, let me re-rig up, all right? Let's just put this out there again. I got Jake. Instead of re-rigging up right now, we're just gonna swim jig it. You hear that? That chirping in the background, that's the bald eagles. Here we go. Swim jigging it. Cambodians, they are masters at this stuff, swim jigging it. And if there's any fish out there to be had close up to the shoreline, this is what you get them off of. There's number 2. Yeah! He showed me the way it's done, man. Yes, sir. All right. Take me to school. Take me to school, my friend. All right. There's a lot of trout in here to be had. Okay, Foster, and you can keep 3, but it's year-round fishing. That's the plus to this place. Where can you go year-round fishing? In the summer, you're not going to catch them but early in the morning and when the water's cold, because trout are cold water fish. But from October 1st to the end of May the next year, they put 600 trout in here every 2 weeks. Sometimes 1,000 when they have a surplus. It's crazy. They put them in, we take them out. They put them in, we take them out. It's quite a jewel. There's bald eagle down there, over there. Yes, sir. You see the bald eagle? Does he got a fish? Yes, he's got a fish. You see that? Sushi breakfast. Hey, there's another bald eagle, a young one. It takes 5 years for them to get the white head. Did you ever know that? 5 years. And then they get that white scalp. He's got his sushi breakfast. Sushi's good if you never tried it. I would recommend the tempura shrimp. Spicy. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, man. I like to have fun when I'm fishing, okay? If I'm not listening to music and just like to have fun and talk a lot and get to know people. Come on, I know you're out there. There's those eagles chirping. What you using over there?
Power bait.
All right, off the bottom?
Yeah, just the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, whatever works, you know?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, my friends, my YouTube friends, you want to learn how to fish, here's a key. Watch other fishermen. Ask them what they're using. And the more you learn, the better a fisherman you become. So be inclusive. Don't be a snob and not talk to people, not believe what they're fishing is better. There's always something to be learned off of fishermen. you can learn something off each fisherman you see. And that's a fact. I've learned a lot that way. But it's up to you whether you want to learn or not. Got to be willing. I especially learned to swim jig off some of my older Cambodian friends. And I love having it. Okay, like my line broke. I lost my bobber with the minnow, which is my forte. So I'm going to the swim jig. I carry a second rod, sometimes 2 or 3 rods, so I can just hurry up and get back in the water. Even if I don't catch anything today, I'll tell you what, just being out in the nature and the beauty, it's a plus. Get an eyeball in nature. See the sun come up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out there with my minnow, I think. This ain't working for me. I just got it. You know, my back isn't all that great. Bad back and casting sometimes too many times will tweak my back out. So for me, that's why I work a bobber for trout, at least these stocker trout. All right, let me line it up. Okay. All right. Okay, my friend over here, he's been down here a half hour. He's got 3 already. That's the deal I'm talking about, the Foster Hearn. When they're biting, they're just bonkers. Okay, my biggest on the ice ever fish, the most I caught, was 46 trout. And the trout truck came down, pumped them in, and I was pulling them out left and right. 46 fish. Where are you going to get 46 fish? Of course, I didn't keep 46 fish because you can only keep 3 here. But 46 fish, a 22-inch, which was like 4.5 pounds, and an 18-inch that I let go. All right. I mean, that's just crazy. You getting fish in that amount, okay? I mean, it's just eye popping. Oh, man. You watch that fight last night with Mike Tyson?
I fell asleep because it was boring.
There were so many people on the internet, it was crashing to
Yeah.
watch that fight.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, the fight before that with the girls,
What's that?
there was a fight before Mike Tyson fight, and it was females. It was,
The internet, the thing, the Netflix keeps freezing up.
yeah. But I mean, there was a fight before the main bout with two females that was just, it was a slugfest. The
Oh.
females were fighting better than the guys, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh.
I watched 4 or 5 of the fights that they had before the Mike Tyson fight,
Yep.
and the girls were the best.
Okay.
It was crazy.
Bruce, I already got my limit.
I know, you show off. Good day to you, mate.
What's that?
I said good day to you, mate.
It is good day. Broke my tip of my pole.
You broke the tip?
Just a tip.
Oh, man, bummer.
It's all right. My crappie pole. Now it's crappie pole.
I'll tell you what, man, the crappie in here this year are really huge. 2 weeks, like I said, I got 11 and a half, 2 11 and a halves, a 10, and a 12.
Nice.
For here, that's like KR7 crappie, you know?
Right.
They got the 12 and the 13 down there.
Well,
We'll see you later.
I might be back tomorrow. I just clean these guys out. All right, Bruce. Enjoy
All right, good day to you.
See ya.
See you later. Hello, I'm back. Or set up. Okay, number 4 Matsuo hook, 6 inches, 2 split shots, right? And then your bobber, depth bobber. Let's put a minnow on there. Let's get out there. I wasted enough time. Maybe my other bobber will float to the shoreline and I get it back. I don't know. Fathead minnow through the eyeballs. I like it because that way they can't take it off you. There's a skull in between that. Never see it coming. The bait does it. All right, back out there. I went straight down when I threw it out there. Oh, it's gonna be a good day. Yeah, there's the first. There's the first one. It's such a short rod. I got a 4-foot rod, Daiwa. The reason I pulled the rod above my head to set the hook is because you got to. It's such a small fishing pole. But it's more fun to bring them in this way. Yeah, rainbow action. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Rainbows. Rainbows and Foster Aaron. That one took me like right after I tied this, 2 seconds. There you go, rainbows. Yes, sir. Go get some rainbow action. Okay, we got a male here that's trying to impregnate me, squirt all over me so I go home and have baby trout in my tub when I wash up. Rainbow trout. Hello, Mr. Rainbow Trout. Hello. Yes, sir. He's talking to me. And when you can, please catch and release just like so. And he's off into the yonder. Wherever yonder is, that's where he's off to. Okay, let's hook it up again. You know, some people don't like fishing with live bait minnows, and other people do. They can get your hands all stinky and stuff, and the minnows sometimes to nurse them. They belly up and the minnow bucket starts stinking. But they love live bait through the eyeballs, so they never see it coming. All right, one down. Come on, let's make it a 5 trout day today. All right. This is fun. I love doing this, fishing. But it's even more fun YouTube fishing. I love being an entertainer. Yes, sir. Get some. There's, You go through life and you find different things you like or dislike. I think I was meant for this, I'll tell you that. This is what I should be doing when I'm 60 years old. Fishing and YouTube. Yeah! Oh man, the younger guys are into it, but I'm the guy that's been around the block a couple times that's into it. But I lived all across the country. I'm from Philly. Hello, yo, Vito. I'm from Philly. All right. I can't erase those roots, but I am. I'm from Philly. I work for the newspapers. If anybody on the internet remembers what a newspaper was, they actually had to print the truth, or they got sued until the internet came out, and then you could just say anything you want, and like aliens are coming down and abducting you. You can say anything, and I mean, there's no truth or lies anymore. It's all mixed. Um, so from Philly at 27 years of age, I went to Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. I worked for the newspaper there. But there was no fishing in Phoenix, Arizona. For 23 years, I hung out my fishing rod. 8 years, I moved out into Rochester, Minnesota for a grandchild and changed diapers and stuff, which was quite enlightening. Every male should have to do that one time in their life. It's the humility in it will keep you grounded. And then when I got here, it was like fishing 3, 4 days a week because there's so much fish in Minnesota here. Just a little tidbit to get you to know me. A tidbit of information. So every now and then I'll go down to Mississippi, but it's about $10 worth of gas and $10 for food, another 10 for bait or whatever. But the Mississippi, you never know what you're going to get. You get some nice big large bowfin, northern, um, nice flathead catfish. I mean, you just never know what you're going to get. Here, you know what you're going to get. It's either crappie, it's either abundance of trout, bass, big bass, small ones, but the big ones are feeding off the trout, and bluegill out of here at least. The rainbows I used to keep and eat, and it's the way you cook them. You know, there used to be United Kingdom, England recipe that it was Vietnamese caramelized trout with bok choy. Yum! It had 3 levels of flavor: spicy, salty, and sweet. You use 6 teaspoons of baker's sugar, and then you put a couple teaspoons of water to make a slurry. And then you put halved bok choy on top of that slurry. You dice up Thai chili peppers, 2 of them. No more than 2, because Thai chili peppers are hot, 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 hot. And then a teaspoon of fish sauce, which will stink up your house. It'll smell like sweaty socks. But the saltiness from the fish sauce is what the key is, because when you take a bite of it, whoa, there's another one. While I'm talking, we got some rainbow action going on today. Yes, sir. Oh, this is better than the last one. All right. Gonna be a fun day. You need to come down here and fish with me more often. It's gonna be fun. Oh, we got a bass. That's why it took it down so fast. Okay, we got a bass, some bass action. But you see, he's no bigger than my hat. He's like 8, 9 ounces. Okay, bass in a hat, right? All right. We're catching fish. That's all that counts, right? And when you can catch and release, just like so, my friends. This is fun. Now, if I would have put that minnow through the tail instead of through the eyeballs, that bass would have cleaned my clock while I was sitting here talking to you guys. Okay? That's why I go through the eyeballs. Yeah. Get some! Come on. Let's get that 12, 13-inch rainbow. Rainbow trout. I try to be entertaining. It isn't everybody's cup of tea, but I try to be, instead of boring, entertaining. So I put on this person. I'm not always like this, but somewhat. Trying to justify my personality now. That's kind of strange while I'm fishing. And I like to be a fun guy. You can't have fun in life, then what's the sense of even living? No, I don't mean it that way, though. I mean, just life is just freaking cool. It's meant to have fun. Come on, Mr. Trout, where you at? So Rochester, Minnesota. What do I think of it? After 8 years of living here, moving from sunny Arizona, 23 years, it's almost like I missed out on 23 years of winter. Call me crazy if you will, but I thrive for the ice and the snow. And when this pond freezes up, we're going ice fishing, mates. You can count on that. We're going out there ice fishing, and we're going to find that rainbow tornado. They put 600 every 2 weeks in here, and yeah, 600 fish are never caught totally. It ain't that fished. So you get all these extra fish in here every 2 weeks, another 600, every 2 weeks, another 600, and they build up. And in the hatchery, what they do is, here we go, hut, hut, hut. In the hatchery, what they do is they swarm around in like a tornado. Why would they change? That's what they do in here. You find on the ice, when it's iced up, this pond, you find that tornado and you'll pull up 20, 30 fish in one day. One every 5 minutes. It's so much fun. Or one every 2 minutes. But I like to catch and release, unless they're putting the brook trout in here, like the colors on my jacket. That's brook trout. The brook trout are good eating. So are the browns. Browns taste like salmon. You don't like salmon? Oh, okay. Well, shame on you. Salmon's some good eating. Each his own is my theory in life. Live and let live. Don't dictate to people the way they should live their life. It's their life, not yours. Inclusiveness. Teach kids, man. I love seeing kids. Teach them how to fish. If I'm out in the ice and I run on the rainbow tornado, I call the little kids over. Come on, here's where the fish are. I want to see them catching fish. That delights me. That's the kind of person I am, in a nutshell. In a cracked nutshell. Yeah, come on, take it down again. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on and bite me, baby. Can't you see that I am not afraid? What was that promise that you made? Jim Morrison sings his famous fishing songs. Okay, Bruce, you're getting a little too crazy. Let's dial it down a little, okay? All right, come on. I know you're hungry. Yeah, we got you. You're coming in. We got you. You're coming in. Bass in the hat strikes again. Yeah, buddy. Come on, come on, come on and bite me, baby. Can't you see that I am not afraid? What was that promise that you made? There's a rainbow on the day. Yeah, rainbow trout. Okay, I did just as good as yesterday. I think it's going to be even better, man. Yeah. A good hook set is by the nose. All right, on a trout, you can take that hook out without him even bleeding, like so, and put him back in the water. Just like so, and he's gone. He's off swimming over the yonder, you know? But came in dancing like Tina Turner, rolling, rolling, rolling down the river. Yeah. All right, there's two. It's gonna be a good day. I usually don't come down here on the weekends because I'm down here on the weekdays. Weekends, there's usually too many weekend warriors down here fishing, so I don't come down. But every now and then, it's good to come down here. You meet certain people. Through the eyeballs, my buddies. Through the eyeballs. They never see it coming. Rolling, rolling, rolling down the river. Do 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 do. Yeah, the geese, you better go south. Much warmer temps down there. V formation flying. Get going. I think we're going to get some snow and some ice, you know, formation of ice. A lot of you people in the United States are not familiar and never fished on ice. But to get ice, it's kind of interesting. You got to, okay, the Swedish ice chart on the internet says you got to have 20 degrees of freezing cold for 24 hours to get an inch of ice. So that's an example of what it gets here. Ice When it's 15 degrees or lower, I don't fish on the ice. Anything else, I'll fish on. Matter in the wind, too. You don't want 15, 20 mile per hour of wind when you're out there on the ice because you got an ice chill factor then. So, and I'm going to do some ice fishing videos of the gear that you should use or recommend my own gear that I use. But no ice is safe ice. You got to be really smart and look at the signs. Late ice and early ice are two most dangerous ice in ice fishing. We're going to get all around to that. You're going to get to know me. Trust me, my friend. You're going to get to know me. And you're going to have a lot of fun. So subscribe down there. Hit the subscribe button and check out my other videos with the ice and stuff. You're going to get to know me and say, wow, man, this is fun. I like to have fun. Hopefully my sound didn't go out like it did yesterday. I got one like. For some odd reason, I'm sorry, my friends. I have the comments off again, and I'm going to get the comments going. It's just I don't have them today. Okay, I'm going down again. Somebody found me. Yes, sir. Somebody found me. Come on, take that minnow. Take me down to where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Come on and take me down. Oh, yeah. There we go. Hut, 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 hut. Freckled rainbow trout. That's what I'm talking about. This one might have took it down a little too deep for me to. I'm gonna have to let them have the hook and put a new hook on because the idea of giving them the hook is better for survival rates. Okay, you want the fish to survive if you release it, not to just die. And he's spraying all over, trying to impregnate me again. All right, rainbow trout, action, get some. This one's going back in the water, just like so. Okay, I gotta put another hook on because I wanted the fish to survive, okay? These trout are trout, in case people don't know, have two hearts. And sometimes when you pull them in, and they just float on the water. You look at them sideways, they float on the water. And you gotta shake them to get them going again, to get them back in the water, so. But that's that. I've had a lot of people on the internet tell me, oh, you don't know how to handle fish. You're the poor fish. You know, everybody's a critic. Sometimes, you know, rule of thumb on the internet, why don't you just hold your opinion to yourself? If you don't have something nice to say, don't say it, man. You ain't gotta you're not changing the world by giving your opinion every freaking time. Okay? You seriously aren't. But that's the nature of the beast if you want to be on the internet. You want to be a YouTuber, right? That's the nature of the beast. So, when I do turn on my comments, and you want to give a negative opinion, guess what? I just delete you. Your constructive opinion? Okay, that's a little better. Well, maybe you shouldn't have. Maybe not. Don't come off toxic. You come off toxic, you get the boot, man. That's the way I am. I'm 60 years old. I ain't got no time for some snotty-nosed little freaking 15, 20-year-old trying to tell me how to live my life. Maybe you should have done this. You're not no fisherman. You don't know how to do. Freaking, come on, man. Really? I'm from Philly. You're from Philly? I'm from Philly. Put up with that bull crap. Come on. Who wants to? You don't even know me, number one. Number two, even if you knew me, if somebody gives you a negative opinion, put the shoe on the other foot. What would you do? You'd get pissed. Or you'd say, I don't want no parts of you. So, that's internet etiquette, I would think, you know? Why would you say a negative? Case in point, one example, I had a kid question my fishing abilities. And you know what he did? He sat on the couch. On YouTube, he's got a gaming thing. Or he just sits on the home in the couch and doesn't even fish. So who am I to take somebody's opinion that is a gamer to tell me how to fish? Come on, man. I do this 4 or 5 days a week for 8 years. Some people just don't think, man. They think they own the internet. Seriously. It's crazy. But it's all the way you take it. You can't let them upset your groove, your lifestyle. You just got to dispose of them, people like that, toxic people. Because if, you keep on hanging around with them or you get them in your life, they bring you down. That's what they want to do. Is they're jealous. You live a better life than they do, and they just want to bring you down. Seriously. Really? I mean, in my book, I would want everybody to be happy. Do what you like to do. Don't let anybody stop you. And be happy. I want everybody to be happy. Okay, we're all lined back up. Let's get a minnow on there and stop talking and do more fishing. Oh, we got a good 10, 15 mile per hour wind toasting up out there. This Foster Irving Pond is set down like a toilet bowl. There's hills all around it. So a lot of times it's great to fish here because the wind is blocked. Through the eyeballs, mate. That's the way Bass in the Hat does it. They never see it coming. Okay, let's get back out there. Come on. Go down a little deeper. All right. Okay. I'm back. Come on. Hit me. So Matsuo hooks. I love Matsuo hooks for the mere reason how sharp they are. The sharpness on the Matsuo hooks are just unbelievable. Japanese. And the gauge of the hook, the thickness of the hook. American Eagle. The hooks are so flimsy. They'll break after a couple fish you catch. Quality is what you need when you're fishing. Not necessarily the most expensive pole. You can get a cheap pole. Just get the right line and the right hooks. Don't go cheap that way. You don't have to buy the most expensive neither. Here we go. Hut, hut, hut. Get some. Oh, this is great. He took me down once. I let him take me down 2 or 3 times before I set that hook, because trout have a tendency to play around with it, grab it by the tail, so forth. You grab it by the tail, I got my hook through the eyeballs. I don't have that fish yet. You got to let him take that minnow all the way. Trout are a very finicky fish. And he took me down a couple times and then he swam away, right? Guess he decided he wasn't hungry. He took a bite of the burger and said, I don't like this burger. There we go. Come on. Yeah, buddy. Take me down again. Come on. Hit me. Come on, I know you're hungry. Yep, so we're going to do some ice fishing this year. I'm going to go hard, real hard, and do this YouTube thing for a while. I need to get monetized. So you need to follow or subscribe and watch all my videos, man. You're going to love it. You're going to have some fun. You got the spare time, man. What do you got to lose? Nothing. I will entertain you. I promise. Come on, where you at? Yeah, hopefully people can hear me. Yeah, I see where it's still on. The volume is. Yesterday I had a problem with people hearing me. My thing went out there's a gauge on the right side of the screen for the volume on the YouTube app, and I bet I might have hit it. And that's why the sound went off yesterday, which I apologize for. What time is it? We're not gonna. It is a Saturday. My wife's sitting home waiting for me, so I'm not gonna sit on here super long. We got 74 minutes in. We did an hour. We got 2 likes. Thank you for your likes. That means a lot to me. All right. uh, but I'm gonna dial this in, the YouTube factor. I mean, we're gonna have comments. Keep your comments. Like I said, if it's not a nice comment or a question, if it's a negative or toxic comment, you might as well just be gone, not even say it, because I'm going to boot you. Simple as that, my friend, mate. I'm going to boot you to England. I ain't got no time for those freaking negative, toxic people. that don't even fish. You know, they're jealous or whatever. Come on, pop that pole, pop the bobber. Where are the trout? Yeah, so I hope they stock brook trout and big brown trout in here, rainbows this year. We're gonna get those. Bass in the hat. You're gonna be there with me when I pull them up, okay? When I'm out in the ice pulling up northern, those fish with the big teeth, with the teeth, and you're gonna be there, right? Okay? We're gonna have fun. It's gonna be cold, but you're not gonna feel the cold. Only I am. And we're gonna get those big northern and pull that fish out of the hole where it's 3 feet. The fish is 3 feet long, and it's like, oh my God, when's the tail coming out of this ice hole? You're gonna see what ice fishing is all about. It's so much fun. Yeah, I just to hear the grind of that auger going through the ice. It delights me. Yeah, it's very delighting, that sound, because you know you're getting some fish out of that hole. All my friends from Philly and on YouTube that I just met recently, a shout out to you guys. Yeah, I mean, helpful tips to get me going on YouTube to make me monetize. Um, Hello and thank you for all your help. I'll get your handles down and stuff like that and tell people to subscribe to your channels for your mere kindness. And when I turn on my comments, you can put up your websites. And I'm sure the people that watch me are going to like you too. I'll promote you as much as I can. That's what it's about, people. Helping each other. Not kicking each other in the nuts and freaking saying, ha ha ha, look at what he did. We made him mad. That's not what life's about, man. Open your eyes, man. It's about helping each other, living with people that are different. Everybody isn't like you. Okay, enough with that, Bruce. I'm getting too political now. Somebody took my bait. Okay. Good thing we got a lot of minnows. Live and let live. How dare anybody tell somebody else that's not living their life how to live? Really? All right. First of all, now I got these split shots. They're too far. I like 6 inches from the hook, right? Because you don't want to give him enough room to just steal your minnow. That's how I got stolen. Boom. Hit him right in the head. Come on, come on, come on and bite me, baby. Can't you see that I am not afraid? What was this fishery thing you made? Come on. Hit me. Hi.
Hi. They're your subs.
Great, man. I'm doing live right now.
Hey.
I went live.
Hi.
Hi, guys. How you doing? I just got two. A guy was right there. Stay right there.
All right.
A guy was right there and got 3.5 hours and showed me the way it was done. All right? Well, I'm filming live on YouTube.
Oh.
Here we go. Hut, hut, hut. For some reason, I don't think I got him.
Come on, Chase, give me that.
Yeah, he got 3.5 hours and he left.
Yeah?
I've been down here for about an hour. I got two and a bass. They're out there though. That's
They're
a good
out there.
spot. He was using power bait off the bottom.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but I'm using fathead minnows and doing okay.
Good.
Well, thank you for watching my videos.
Yeah, we saw you last week.
Okay, all right. Okay, what do we got here? We got 3 likes, okay. I need to put on the comments and then I can answer questions. I'll dial this in, friends. Just give me some time. It's a working thing, you know? You experience it and say, I need to dial this, or turn that. Same with fishing, you know? Dial it in. Some days you're not up, your strike ratio's down to 50%. You got to go home and practice in the bathtub, and then you come back and boom, you're catching them one after another. Come on, I want to see you little guys catch a fish. That would make me feel really good, and I'll put you on the video, okay?
Hey. All right, so the goal is to catch fish, okay? So you got to be on the video.
I love seeing little guys catch fish. All right, did you get me or what? Yep, you sure did. That's right, I'm not catching anything. I stole my minnow. Minnow through the eyeballs. Never see it coming, mate. I don't think a lot of people fish like me. with a handheld pole. They put the pole down, a lot of people. I like that. My pole is so light, it's only 4 foot, that I can hold it for 2-3 hours. And then when that bite, when I want to set that hook, I'm right on top of it. If I want to pop that bobber and have that minnow turn around and flash, I could pop that bobber, right, like this, just by using my wrist. It's a technique that I like. I enjoy. Everybody, you know, you pick up things off different fishermen, you get your own style. That's my style. Come on. Give me at least another one. When I cast, it matters which way the wind's blowing. If the wind's blowing from the left direction, I cast towards the left and let the bobber arc, cover more territory. Just a little tip for you guys. It's all about covering the territory. Basic fishing 101. All right, let's see if I find a crappie out at that buoy. I'm catching some big crappie out of here. If I can make it all the way out there. There we go, that's close enough. Okay, so I went horizontal. I think it's more comfortable to the eyes and for the people on laptops instead of doing iPhone vertical. I went horizontal. Hope you guys like it. If you do, We're gonna try different things here until I get this dialed in. That's the term I like to use, is dialing it in. This is my second live YouTube feed, and it's only going to get better, my friends. More entertaining, more, much more better. Butter. I'm all the way out there. I should be getting a trout. Further I go out with a bobber with this short pole, 4-foot pole, it's harder to hook. So I gotta lift my pole up above my head and my arms just for the angle, so the line is taut and tight and sets the hook. Not that I'm trying to rip the hook out of his mouth. It's because of the short pole I have to compensate for. I like doing this, my friends. I hope you can subscribe and join, because I am in this for the longevity of it and just the fun aspect of it. I feel this is what I was meant to do in life. Fish. And earn a living off it, right? Okay. How much time we in on here? 93 minutes? Yeah, I think so. Hi, people. In case you just tuned in, I'm Bass in the Hat, aka Bruce. Okay? I'm out here fishing at a year-round stocked trout fishing hatchery. Not hatchery, but the hatcheries throw all their fish in here. All right, 600 every 2 weeks. You can pull out 3 a day. All right, but you got to have a trout stamp and a license, of course. There we go. Some trout action over here with the little guy. Yes, sir. Get some. Yes, good job, mate. All right. Good job. Yeah, I love seeing kids catch fish. up close. There's something here. Something bumped me. Come on, take it back down. Yeah, a little bit of a brisky day out today. Some brisk winds. Soon enough, we'll be in the midst of winter. Snow and the ice, yes sir. 50% of the people hide in their house when that happens. That's why I like it also. Less people to be getting their way. Oh, here we go. I'm down. I felt that line go down. Must have cleaned my clock. No, yeah. Just took me down. Alright. Cast towards the wind. Arc, the way you fish. Cover more area. Have the wind work for you instead of against you. Yeah, the wind's kicking up a little too much for my liking. You got about 15, 20 mile per hour winds. Anything over 20, you forget it, man. It's just too hard to fish. When winds gets, you get white caps on the pond and stuff. Even though this is suppressed, like a toilet bowl with hills all around it, the wind still jets down here sometimes. Rochester, Minnesota, second windiest city in the United States behind Lubbock, Texas. Thank you, Lubbock, Texas.
Oh, it came back up.
Yeah.
Only when you're not looking.
Of course. That's down again. That's what trout do. I let them take it down 2 or 3 times before you say, all right, ready? set. Oh, nothing. He had it by the tail. Yeah, we got the famous Mayo Hospital we're known for. Non-profit hospital that's worldwide renowned. That's what my wife works for. When you call on the phones, hello, this is Catherine. That's my wife doing her job in Mayo Hospital. My hard-working wife. But other than that, for the state of Minnesota, we're kind of closer to Iowa than Minneapolis. All right, let's see what we got going here. We still got our minnow. Just need to find a trout that wants a minnow. Let's go down a little deeper. You know, with a depth bobber, that's the key. Pulling this line. There's a line tied on the line, and you pull that up. That's what stops the bobber. I got it set at about 4 feet right now. We're going down to 4 feet. So what do you think? Like I said, I'll turn the comments on the next episode. And then you guys can ask me questions and stuff. But I'm just starting to get my feet wet on this live feed. It keeps on trying to say, yes, it's okay for kids. If you say, yes, it's okay for kids, the live feed, then you don't get any comments. You can't comment. The comment section's closed for some odd reason. I don't know why. But I don't mind answering comments and questions and stuff like that. Seriously, as long as you keep it clean and you're not toxic. I stress that. If you're going to be toxic, I have no time for you. Okay, how much time are we in on this? Okay, 1 hour or 106 minutes. I think we'll stop maybe at 2 hours, huh? minutes. That means another 15 minutes, half hour, and we're gonna try to give you a view of this pond as much as I can. Okay? Since my bobber's not doing anything, might as well give you some delight, right? As you can see, it's not huge. I'd say it's about 3 or 4 football fields big. It gets about 35 feet, 34, 35 feet deep. And it's a big jaunt where there's 20, 25 feet, then 35. And it stretches over, half the pond. So those rainbows got a lot of area to make it hide in. You know that? Come on, we need that bobber to go down again. Go down. Go down. Yeah, I don't know if you could zoom in or zoom out on this when you're live, but I like these iPhone, you know, I got iPhone 14 that I hold in my hand when I'm bringing in carp. If you go on my website, man, in the summertime, I love fishing carp. Carp are so much fun. You people don't know what you're missing. Really, seriously. Americans are so stuck up. They don't know how much fun carp is when fight. I got this new 10-foot Daiwa pole, Black Widow pole, and when I pull in the carp, in one hand, even though I'm right-handed, I reel in with my left because I got to hold my iPhone on top of my pole to film it. I film pulling in those carp, man. What a fight it is, man. It's a battle bringing them in. So much fun. If you see me smiling, that's how much fun it is. Your heart just starts racing. And Americans with their stigmas, we've got to say, oh, it's a trash fish. You ain't got to eat every fish. Just sport fish it, okay? That's the fun of fishing is sport fishing. If you go out every time and you're just fishing to eat, really, you're that hard up that you can't just go to the store. If I want walleye, I'm a practical fisherman, my friend. If I want walleye, I'll go to the store and I'll buy it even if I got to pay $15, $20 a pound. I mean, instead of spending $60 to drive all the way down to Mississippi, chase it around, spend 4 or 5 hours. I mean, I'll do that if I have the money, but I don't want to spend. How much walleye you can buy for $40, $50? You have to, the endeavor of going out and getting it. The weekend warriors can do that because they're working so much. I don't work, so I ain't gonna spend that kind of money to get a walleye. All right, I'll do it. I'll try, but it's just, I'm a practical fisherman. To each his own is what I say. If it makes you happy, you do it. That's all I need to say. But we need a bite here. Yeah, with trout, it's finicky that way. Sometimes they're biting and then it tapers off. And you know what? They're sort of like if you got night crawlers, you got minnows, you got waxworms. Guess what? They're biting off power bait that day. Whatever you don't have. It's kind of funny that way sometimes. That's the way it is, though. They're that finicky. But other days, some days it's, a 10, 15 trout day, especially at this pond. Okay? And you will find that out real soon. Okay. Back to the fishing gig. Where'd they go? They all disappeared.
I know, right?
All the fish disappeared. There we go. Finally. Yeah. Come on. Hit me. Take it down again. I dare you. Well, that was it. You just came up and you wanted to lick my minnow. So I do a lot of sport fishing, I guess you would call it, because I really don't keep a lot. Okay, I'll keep some brown trout every now and then. I'll keep some brook trout. If I catch a walleye, I'll keep it, but I don't target walleye. And that's Minnesota Gold. It's the walleye. My Minnesota Gold is during the summer catching 20, 30-pound carp. Yeah, that's my Minnesota Gold. That's so fun. If you get one a day, it's a plus. But I've gotten 3, in one day, which is even just like eye-popping. Wow. I think the size of the carp dictates on how big the lake is. And I've noticed that the bigger the lake, the bigger the carp. The more fun. You get that 20, 30-pound carp, and I'll tell you what, the carp fight takes off like a freight train. And hanging on to that fish, they'll try to take you through the weeds, the bushes, the rocks, the logs. They are smart fish. They're not a dumb fish, like a lot of people, Americans, think they are. They're not. They're very smart fish. So last year, what I did was I was using English boilies and the hair jig. The English people know how to treat carp and know how to fish carp. So I tried their way, and it worked for me. In 1 week, I got 3 over 30 pounds in the springtime. 3 over 30 pounds. I say that again. Yes, you go on my website and you check that out, baby. The carp's a fun fish to fight. Yes, sir. Very fun. I just don't eat them. I heard this story that a Somalian person was paying $50 a fish if the right size carp. I wish I knew that Somalian guy. I'd be up like $800 from last year. Yeah, that's my running joke, at least. Come on, where are you guys at? Okay, how we doing on time here? 116 minutes and 12 seconds. All right. You guys like what I'm wearing here? I love my brook colors. It's a little flamboyant, but hey, you only live once. I'm an artist and at heart, and I like colors of brook trout. And that wind's kicking up. We got good old 20-mile-per-hour winds kicking in. Okay, somebody stole me again. Too busy chatting instead of fishing. To the eyeballs. Got head minnow. Just into the wind. There we go. Hut, hut, hut. Come on, take me down. Come on. There we go. Yeah. Ready? You got it? Nope. Damn. Swing and a miss. Okay, did you get me? Nope. Okay, back out there with you. Stick around. We got going here. All right, somebody commented. What we got? Somebody did. Hey, thank you for your comment. I missed it though. I was too busy watching my bobber, my friend. Sorry. Beautiful day out. I'm getting me a little hankering for a BLT though. I'll tell you that. I really didn't do much for breakfast when I come out here, squirreling out here early in the morning. Go home, cook up some fresh bacon, and make me a BLT. Daiwa fishing pole, circa 1970. Look how short that handle is. That's the way I hold it. That's why I hold it like this in my arms sometimes, because it's so light. And I could go like this, pop, pop. Every 30 seconds, pop, pop, pop the bobber. It'll twist the minnow around and flash it in front of any fish that's down there. At least that's my theory, and I'm going with it, mate. Okay, back down with you. We need a fish, though. It seems like that bite has tapered off here. Yeah, we got about 15, 20 mile per hour winds cooking up here. You hear them rustling in the back? Yeah, we don't have white caps on the pond yet, but when I do these videos, these live feeds, I got to take my waterproof case off my phone. I'm a little leery. I'm real close to the water right now. I better not drop this iPhone 14 in. It's $1,200. Good thing I can get insurance on it, I'd say, mate, huh? Okay, where are you at, Trout, man? Where are you hiding? Where in this big old pond are you hiding? It's a baby pond compared to the lakes in Minnesota. Some of the lakes in Minnesota are just huge. I went up to Billsby Lake one time above Cannon Falls, Minnesota. I went out on the ice, and then we had a gang of 6 DNR agents come up on snowmobiles, like a motorcycle gang. It was cool as hell. And checking your license, checking the shacks to see if they have a license to have a shack on the ice. That's what I'm talking about. That's some cool stuff, man. You know? That's Minnesota, man. I'll tell you what. And this is the only state I've been. Like Arizona, when I lived out there for 23 years, Arizona I didn't do much fishing. If you didn't hike and you didn't golf, there wasn't much to do in Arizona. Really, basically, it gets too hot. People hide in their house and run from their car to the house when it's 110, 120 degrees. Here, year round, people find something to do. They're jogging when it's snowing. It's crazy. I even shake my head with some people. It's just plumb crazy, man. But they're always doing. There's something to do in Minnesota. You know, if you're out here, and they got a beautiful park system all throughout the state too. In Rochester, they maintain so many beautiful parks for kids and stuff like that. And putting the trout in here, I think it basically, they stock a lot of times in this pond right before the kids go on spring vacation. It's all about the kids, man. They stock before the weekend, so the kids can catch. And that's what basically the premise of the whole put and take trout year round fishing here is for Foster Aaron. And that's what it is. Year round. You know how many people on the internet were snotty and told me you're fishing out of season for trout in Minnesota? They're not in season right now. I got year round. Nanny nanny boo boo. Now you could just be jealous, okay? Or drive down here and do it yourself. This is in my hometown though. I mean, this is right here, 10 minutes, 15 minutes drive away. So this is why I do this. Yeah, I know how much of a gem this pond is. And just, don't act like you know something more than me and oh, you're fishing out of season. Well, why did the signs in the parking lot say I can fish year round then? Why did they put 600 every 2 weeks in here then? Okay. Don't act like a numbskull on the internet. It's not good look for you, okay? All right. Enough with that. I need to catch a fish. Here, come on. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
It's not big, but we
Yeah.
don't have a whale with fish coming in, but I got one. Little guy. This is bass bait. Yeah. Oh, instant release too. There it goes back in the water. These newfound poles, they got a button on its Bluetooth hook, and you instant release them. Yeah, that's what I got. And you believe that, and you'll believe anything. Yeah, all right. All right, I think I got my 3 today, and he took my hook, so I'd have to hook up again. And I think I'm going to call it, guys. Go home and make a BLT sandwich and get me some breakfast. Hey, stick around, and we're going to have fun on this live feed stuff. And I fish 4 or 5 days a week sometimes, okay? So stick around. I'll answer your questions and whatever you have, or what I use, how do I do it, but stick around and thank you for following me, and thank you for your comments and so forth. Just don't be toxic, okay? All right, have a nice day, everybody. Good to see you all.